sure everything's here? Are you positive? I'm serious. I don't need another mistake like last time where everything wasn't here. Oh, you know exactly what happened last time. Nothing went to plan. Everything went wrong. Then we had to kill him. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't exactly feel like killing them on the first day, you know? Great. Good. Everything better be here. Or it's your head. Good. Now get out. Scram. Oh yeah, I'm dealing with this privately. I'll let you know what happens later. Alright? Get lost where I actually do kill you.
Well, well, well. It's good to see our little guest is awake. I really wouldn't struggle with the chain, darling. There's really no fault in you trying, but you're not gonna get anywhere. I said, quit it. There we go. Already getting along, aren't we? Perfect. Oh, I know you can't see me, with the blindfold, and you can't exactly speak with that duct tape covering those cute lips. I mean, the duct tape covering your lips, but, precautions need to be made. Can't just have you wandering around here just willy-nilly, can I? No, I can't is the answer. You don't even need to think about it. Now, let me just check my pocket watch here. Fucking Joey didn't wind up my pocket watch. Of course Joey didn't. Of course he didn't. Of course he fucking didn't. Oh. Do you know what? This pocket watch right here, you can hear it at least. It's a gift to me from my grandpa. Now, he used to be the head of this whole shebang that you're now involved in, and I'll get to why you're involved in all this now very, very soon. But he used to own all of this. He used to be in charge of everyone, and unfortunately, him and most of my family were taken out quite quickly. Shame, really. The old man had a lot of life left in him. The others did too, but it was always Grandpa I got on with the most. The rest of them never really cared. See, I was the runt, the one who was always behind, behind my brothers, my sisters, my mom, my pops. And yet, funnily enough, it was me being the runt and running late to get out of the house that saved my life. Didn't have a clue all those armed men were out there with guns. All I had to do was sneak out of the back, and no one suspected a thing, and well, they still don't know where I am, which is very, very good for me and my business. Now, let's just wind this up a bit. I just click that in here. I know it's tedious to be winding up a pocket watch when I'm supposed to be interrogating you and explaining why you're here, but I like to be punctual. Very, very punctual. Hear that? Running smoothly now. Now, it was still going this morning a few hours ago, so it shouldn't be too far behind. I'd say it's gotta be roughly 11. Oh, Dollface, I ain't telling you if it's PM or AM. That's up to you to decide on. There we go. Perfect. Put that back in there. I said don't move. That includes lurching forward. Now then, let me just explain why you're here. You know, you're probably wondering what a cute person like you is doing here. And, well, let me describe it to you. You're basically in a cellar. A little bit of dry rot in the corner over there. Some bottles of the finest wine this world has ever seen. Very, very clever. I see your eyebrows raised there. You can hear the birds, can't you? Of course you can. Well, I'll admit there's a window down here. Nothing that you'd ever be able to fit through, though, if somehow, miraculously, you managed to get out of the chains and out of the bindings on your face and your mouth. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't fit through this tiny window, but you know what? It stinks down here. I don't exactly want you dying from the smell of dry rot, and I personally don't want to die from the smell of dry rot either. You feel me? Nod your head or shake it. Clever. You're learning already. Very well done. So we're near the sea. You can hear the seagulls. That's fine. There's no way you're getting out of here, and even if anyone heard you scream muffledly, they wouldn't come running here. They know to keep to their own business. Trust me, I made sure of that. But the reason you're here, well, you see, your family, and I bet they didn't tell you this, but your family's in a lot of trouble. A hell of a lot, actually. See, your old man decided to get a little extra money. You know, things haven't been so great for you, so apparently he needed the extra money. He needed it. I don't know what he did with the money, but when I went into your house, it seemed that things hadn't really changed from when he borrowed the money. So my bad as it didn't go in the wisest decisions. But who am I to judge? Maybe it was for food. Maybe you were already in debt to someone else. I don't know. Personally, I really don't care. I just wanted my money. So, I gave your pops 1 month, then 2 months. 6 months had passed by, and I'm a very, very generous person. I didn't put any extra fees on. I felt bad. You know, my family wasn't always this great. We used to be in poverty too, but, things change, and when people scorn you over and over again, you learn not to forgive them easily. So I decided to pay your pops a little visit, and it just so happened that he was home, drunk, I noticed. And you don't mind if I light a cigarette, do you? Oh, it's to calm my nerves, don't worry. I find it calms me down when I talk about stressful situations when I smoke, so, if you don't mind. It's just lighter. Like I was saying, I decided to visit your pops, and he was home. He wasn't too happy to see me, though. No, he really wasn't, and his wife wasn't happy to see me either. Oh, your mother screamed bloody murder when I stepped in. She did. The look on her face was priceless. You fucking idiot. You borrowed money from that lunatic? How could you fucking put our family in danger like that? She thought your father knew who I was, but you see, kiddo, I don't work how my family used to. You see, my old man's old man used to run it by himself. You know, have himself as the man who landed the money, who collected the money, and collected any debts that were needed to be repaid. But, I'm smarter. I have the smarts to know that people will know not to borrow money from me. Because they know that I'll do crazy things to get it back. And get back at people who don't fucking give me my money. So, what I do is, I hire people. You know, loan sharks, con men, ex-convicts. I'm not too picky, as long as they get the job done. And they lend the money out under different names and different fake companies that I run. So that whenever people don't pay back, they never expect to see me or my goons come out to fucking fuck their lives up. Oh, shh. Don't look so worried. I can hear your heart rate from here. You're really, really scared, aren't you? Not as scared as your parents were, though. Back to the story. Your mother screamed bloody murder. And she was quickly shut up. She was knocked out, left on the kitchen floor. Oh, not dead. Not dead. I have principles. I don't like it when people try and call the police on me, but I also don't like women getting hurt badly. I don't like anyone getting hurt badly unless I need to hurt them to get what's rightfully mine, but before I could stop them, well, one of my men just happened to knock her out with a baseball bat. She was still breathing, though, so feel lucky. Could have ended up worse. She could be at the bottom of the river, or the sea, or in the bottom of a ditch, all tied up in a pretty little rope bow. With bin bag wrapping. Your father freaked out too, badly. He shook and he was shaking as he was standing in the doorway, trying to stop me from coming in any further. Oh, I'll pay you back. I promise. I'll pay you back. I swear. I just need another few weeks. I promise. We don't have anything right now. Oh, I promise I get paid next week. Your father must have thought I was fucking thick. I know he hasn't got a job. He's not had a job for a fucking good few years. It's your mother who runs the household. And your brother helps out here and there. Your sister's too young, and you try and protect her, and you help out a lot in the house, don't you? Oh, you think I don't know who you are? Oh, I'm glad you've got a pretty face. right now. But, I bet there's a smart brain in there too. I bet it's just the drugs. I'll get to that in a moment. I promise. So, as your father shook and your mother laid on the floor asleep, well, he was held back by two very strong men, maybe put into a chokehold and told to pay the money now. And you know what he said? And you'll get a real kick out of this. He said, and I quote, "No." It's priceless, really. He fought. He fought that he could say no to me. That I'd just go away. Like a little puff of smoke. If he just blew hard enough with the red anger on his face and the steam coming out his ears, and I told him no back. Oh, that was priceless. I honestly wish you would have seen it. You would have been laughing, not crying. Why are you crying? Why are you crying? You shouldn't be crying. You should be happy. Oh, like I said, I'm not gonna hurt you. Oh, no, 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 no. Well, not yet, at least. Back to the story. Well, once I told your father no back to him, he tried to grab me and he couldn't because he was held back and put into a chokehold, and I started to look around the house. Unfortunately, your brother was out. I saw your little sister, but decided that was too easy to take a child, hold a child kidnap, a little too easy, a little too cliche for my taste. Also, I don't want a screaming brat running around this house at all hours. You can't tell a child what to do. They're not afraid. They're not intimidated by jack shit, usually. And then I came to the last room. Your room. You. And your father started screaming. "Get the fuck away from that room. You fucking touch your hair on their head and you're dead. I swear I'll come and kill you." Only I had already walked into the room at that point, and you were fast asleep. You looked quite beautiful, angelic, like a painting or a sculpture in a museum. I walked up to you very, very quietly and gently tucked a piece of hair behind your ear, just like this. And then I pulled out my little friend here. Now, you're probably wondering, what the fuck is that sound? It sounds like a water bottle, but it's not. You see, this is a special little gas liquid that a friend of mine created. Now, people call them a crazy lunatic scientist, and they should have been left in the prison, but you know how I said I let anyone have a job so long as they can actually help me. Actually, you might be able to hear them working on some stuff just now outside. They're working on a new vehicle, we'll call it. Blackout windows, all the jazzy stuff like that, so I can easily just snoop into places and snoop out without anyone seeing what's in my vehicle. That'll help a lot with jobs. But anyway, this little friend, you see this right here, it's a special little concoction that'll knock someone out for a couple of hours. It's been very helpful so far. Oh, don't worry. You weren't the first to be tried out with it. I'm not dumb to harm precious cargo, because you're gonna be very, very valuable to me for however long it takes. Anyway, you see, I gently came up to you and sprayed it in your face, and you scrunched up your nose just like a little rabbit would, and then you went into a deep sleep. I picked you up, bridal style, carried you carefully down the stairs, and then I sprayed your father in the face. And he looked so angry and mad, and then I went, I'll see you soon. I'm sure you'll get the payment if you really want your daughter back. And then he went, nighty night, and dropped to the floor. It's funny, really. Oh, you don't seem to find it funny, do you? Oh, that's no good. You know, everything's funny if you just look at it in the right light. Like right now, if I tilt my head this way, it looks like you're crying because you're laughing. But if I tilt it up this way, it looks like you're crying because you're upset. Why are you upset? You're not harmed. There's nothing wrong with you. You're just chained up a little. You know, if it had been any other person in this town that lends money, it could have been so much worse. You could have been sold off. You could have been chopped up for parts and sold in the black market. You could have been shot dead in your own house. So count yourself lucky that I'm so kind. But why am I being mad at you? I shouldn't be mad at you. You've done absolutely nothing to wrong me. In fact, you're making me feel a lot better right now. You're so pretty to look at, with your soft skin. And your eyes, I've heard, are really, really beautiful. I hope one day I can see them. Maybe you can see me too. But for now, I think it's best that we keep the blindfold on and the duct tape on those pretty lips, which I know is going to hurt real bad when I have to rip it off. But I promise I'll be as careful as I can. I really don't want to hurt you. Oh, sorry. You didn't know I was just gazing at you for a moment. That must have sounded really weird. Just silence. Well, this has been really, really good to talk to you and just catch up on what's happening in your life. I mean, it must have been so boring, you know, getting up, going to work, coming home, going to bed, and then one day, whoop, I'm in bed, and then I wake up, and I'm in a completely weird place. Unfortunately, though, I can't let you stay awake. You might make a ruckus, and unfortunately, I have other clients to see today, but I'll be back real soon, I promise. Now, come on, don't struggle. You're gonna hurt those pretty wrists of yours. Now, you're gonna end up breathing this in one way or another, so... I gave you a slightly stronger dose this time. I'm sorry, beautiful, but I just can't have you causing a ruckus down here. Oh, you're already getting weak. I promise I'll tell you so much more soon, but for now, just go back to sleep, okay? I'm sure we're gonna get along just fine once you settle into your new home.